Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This week's ingredient is soy sauce. Oh my gosh, where do you even start? Soy sauce can be used in so many different ways, in so many different meals, so many different, ingredients. It can be used in so many different ways. But you guys know that I usually do 3 videos per ingredient. So I had to pick top 3 meals that I wanted to share with you guys or try it out. But before we start on anything, I was supposed to upload a food vlog and tell you guys the winner for the wooden spoon with my name engraved. We had a good hot pot, we ate some delicious donuts, but I guess when I was filming inside the hot pot place, the lighting was very bad. So that my camera didn't, my camera was off or something. It came out really grainy and the quality was bad. I think my camera, my phone can film so much better than that. So I decided not to upload that, but stay tuned for the next one. But anyways, I didn't get to announce the winner, so I will announce it today. This was completely random. Elizabeth Bada, B-A-D-A, Bada. So congratulations, you won the first wooden spoon ever. She said she loves dumplings and her favorite was the pizza one with the curly fries. So thank you so much for your comment. And you guys don't worry, I will be doing this for every week. For I don't know how long I'm gonna do this, but this week also make sure to give her a thumbs up and comment in these videos. And by the last one, which is usually the 3rd one, let me know which recipe was your favorite. And I don't think there's going to be ASMR this week, so because I did it last week. But talking about ASMR, I think I'm going to finally film my ASMR video and upload it on my new channel, so I will keep you guys updated on that. I'm taking it really slow, I don't want to rush into it, so be patient with me. But Elizabeth, if you are watching this, make sure can you please comment on this video, or if not, if I don't hear from you, I'll try to get a hold of you. And today I'm just gonna talk about just random things. I don't really exactly know how it's gonna go. There's a couple things I just want to mention here and there, but anyways, I'm sorry about the food vlog. I'm sorry, I know a lot of you guys love my vlogs, but this week I had to skip. So today I'm making soy sauce rice cakes. But yeah, too much talking. Let's just get started. Fire on. A little bit of oil. Oh, and finally, I opened my mom's kimchi. It was pretty good. I had it last night. But to start off with, I'm going to add some green onions and bell peppers. I have the orange one and the red ones for lots and lots of color. So let's just add all of that. Okay. Now I am going to add... So I marinated some pork, like sliced pork, that you could use for bulgogi. You guys know that. This is very similar in a way. But I marinated with some mushrooms. What are these mushrooms called? They're not... I wanted to get shiitake, but I forgot. To the market I went to didn't have it, so I had to substitute with this. I don't know what these were called, but I want to add all of them. But yeah, I do recommend marinating them first, and I'm also marinating the rice cakes. So. Okay, let's just cook them. Yeah, I'm gonna let the meat cook just a little bit, and then I'm going to add the rice cakes. And I have a little bit of glass noodles, starch noodles, and I have a little bit of extra sauce just in case. So if you guys like rice cakes, and if you don't like the whole spicy rice cake deal, and if you can't just handle spiciness at all, this might be a good alternative. Okay, they're somewhat cooked, and I'm going to add the rice cakes in here and add the extra sauce. I recommend, so I let the rice cakes sit in the water for like 30 minutes and marinate it for 30 minutes, so now we just have to let them cook. And right before I'm ready to eat, I'm going to add the glass noodles because I left them in hot water, so I don't want to add them too early. Okay, so I think it's almost, they should be done very soon. Yeah. Just make sure the rice cakes don't stick to the bottom. Yeah, let's see. Mmm! 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 Alright, let's add the noodles. And you put a little bit more sauce. Well, anyways, for today's drink, I have Pellegrino Sam. Is this Sam? Do you guys? Because I usually, when I used to work at a restaurant, I usually hear people saying, "Oh, Pellegrino," but a lot of people don't say San Pellegrino or Sam Pellegrino, so I just usually just say Pellegrino. But I have the orange flavor, and I also got the lemon flavor one too. But oh my god, that thing is sour, so sour. So I think I like the orange one better. I haven't tried this one yet. Ooh. Why is it yellow? Isn't it supposed to be orange? Okay, this one's much better compared to the lemon. It's still pretty sour, but a lot better than. And add some sesame seeds. Okay. Even that, oh, they're like sticking to the bottom. Okay, well. Mmm. I think it's basically a bulgogi. Some bell peppers. I love the bell peppers a lot. Some mushrooms. So sour. I really like these noodles. Okay, let me be honest. It's a little salty. I don't think I needed to add that much sauce. Like, The amount of sauce that I put in the rice cake and the meat, not beef, pork to marinate was enough. Because you know I added extra with the starch noodles. I don't think it's necessary. But it's a little bit like salty. Man, I really like my food bland. I think even the rice cake is okay, but the meat is very salty. I mean, like, no shit, Keemi, you put soy sauce in there. I mean, like, I put too much, you know? But I think this is good alternative to a spicy one. You know how I know about... Oh, so this is called, actually, I forgot to mention. This is like Korean loyalty rice cakes, 궁중 떡볶이. Yeah. I first tried it ever in high school. Like one of my best friends in high school. I'm not friends with her anymore. But I went over to her house for the first time. And her mom made us this 떡볶이. I'm like, I've never seen this kind of 떡볶이 before. I really liked it because there was meat. No? Yeah. I don't know, it was very different. And that's how... I think hers was a little bit sweeter. And mine's pretty sweet too. But it's too 짜. To be honest, this is not something I would choose over spicy rice cakes. Like hands down, I would choose spicy rice cakes. But I thought this, like some of you guys, you know, not everybody has the same taste bud or preference like me. And I wanted to share this with you guys because I thought you guys might like it. But I definitely recommend tasting your thing first before you keep adding the soy sauce. I don't know why I didn't do that. I usually taste it before. So sour. Oh my god, so 짜. I'll eat it, but I don't think it's that salty. But you know, I'm very bland. Like, I like it really bland. Okay. Yeah, somebody actually asked me to talk about braces. Because I used to have a braces before. I had the permanent one on the bottom. I got my braces in sophomore year of high school. It's because I used to have underbite. Like, I used to have very bad underbite. So, we went to the dentist to see like what would work for me, and they actually recommended getting plastic surgery with my jaws because they said it's partially it's because of my jaws too. I'm like, my parents, you know, obviously my parents can't afford plastic surgery. They said it's easier, faster, but more expensive. Like, clearly, money can do a lot of things. But, you know, obviously braces was the different option. And it's cheaper, but I had to have it on for 2 years. Not bad. I'm still young. You know? Actually, my mom, she got braces not too long ago, a couple years ago. She hated it. She's like, I wish I could, you know, I had the money to do it when I was younger and blah, blah, blah. That's why it's good to do your braces when you're younger. Okay, she said, it's so embarrassing. She's like, I'm like 40-something years old. I have braces and I feel like, you know, she said, I don't know, she said it was embarrassing. I don't know. I mean, like, to be honest, it's not the most attractive thing to have in your mouth, you know? And I could say that because I had it before. But I got it. I had a lot of, I mean, if you had braces before, I mean, let me know. I know, like, let me know what kind of experiences you went through. I don't think I went through as much, but like the typical ones, like bottom, like, you know, like the inside of my mouth, it was all like not bruised. What do you say? It's like all scratched up, and they're very just thin, and they just have cuts everywhere because, you know, like you have braces, you bump into places, and it gets caught on your skin, and you start bleeding and stuff like that. And eating is hard, and you can't really eat a lot of crunchy things. Like seeds and stuff like that always get stuck in your braces. I think I had my first kiss when I had braces. And I'm not trying to blame my braces, but I think I was a sloppy kisser. Partially because of my braces, you know? And sometimes whoever, you know, I was kissing, whatever, they would get stuck on my braces and they'd be like, you know, like, and then he'd be like, you know, like his lips get stuck to my braces. It did stop me from doing a lot of things. I mean, like, not in a dirty way, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, but no, not that. But it was like, besides, like, you know, like kissing or whatever, I could skip on that. I don't have to kiss, but I didn't like it because it restricted me from eating a lot of other things. Like, I mean, I guess you could eat like certain stuff, whatever, that people don't recommend it to you because they get stuck and you have to take it out individually. And I didn't like that part. You know, I was so lazy to do it. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna eat it. But later down the line, I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I can't hold this, you know, I can't resist anymore. I'm gonna just eat. But in the beginning, I tried avoiding hard food or any kind of solid food because first it hurt. You know, when you get it tightened every time, it hurts. So you skip on a lot of hard, solid food. And then, and sometimes you just get lazy. But for me, yeah, I try to stick to a lot of soup. Maybe rice is okay with something like maybe canned tuna. Yeah, now I remember. I used to eat that a lot. In high school, I went a whole year without drinking any kind of soda. Or even like junk food for a whole year. I skipped that. El pollo, right? El polo, el pollo, right? Question for all girls. Why do girls like talking about their past relationships with their present boyfriend? Second question. Why do girls always want to know how many girls their boyfriend have slept with? So I'm guessing that you're dealing with that right now. Is that what you're asking? Well, first part. Why do girls like talking about their past relationship with their current boyfriend? The reason why I talked about it in the beginning and the reason I talk about it now if I do. So like, for example, with Tong, we talked about past relationships just because we were just getting to know each other, and I'm telling you, I've been friends with Tong for a long time. So while we were friends, we talked about our relationships, you know? So he knows exactly who I dated, what kind of relationships I was into, like, you know, like more than the other. And I knew that he was in different relationships before when we were friends. And when we first started dating, we didn't talk about it as much because we were busy getting to know each other, you know? Like, why would we talk about other girls and guys when we don't, you know, when we should be focusing on each other? So in the beginning, we didn't really talk much. But I think when we're reaching a year, we talked more about it. And I think around that time is the worst time to talk about it because like I'm like so happy and like I just want to be with him. That's all I want. But later you kind of have a more expectation. You just get more. I don't know. Like after around the year, you just fight more. You know, like that's the super angry stage. I would say you just fight. You just fight over anything. And talking about your ex, oh yeah, you're gonna fight. It's not like, hey, let's sit down and talk about our ex-girlfriends and boyfriends. It wasn't like that. It just comes up here and there. And then it just, like, 기분 상해. Like they didn't mean to, like, hurt your feelings, but the stuff they say, it's just like, oh, that, I kind of didn't want to hear that. And then you just end up fighting. But now, so why did I want to know about his exes? Let's say that I made him this amazing meal, like steak amazing meal. And I would be like, no one, like, 내가 처음이지? Or like, oh, I'm the first one to make this for you, right? Like, nobody ever made this for you, right? And I'm indirectly asking, did any of your ex-girlfriends do this for you, you know? Or I guess that's direct, I don't know. And I want them to say, yeah, like this is my first time. It makes you feel better. It makes it more special. But if they're like, actually, then I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, don't eat this. Don't eat this anymore, you know? And then we would fight because the guy would be like, what the hell? Like, what did I say? Like, you asked me, so I told you. But I don't think I was ever the type to ask, so how many girls did you sleep with? So, but I did ask, like, how's your relationship with her? Because I think, okay, now that I'm talking about it, kind of is coming to me. I think girls ask these questions because they want to be special, because they love you so much that your relationship with her or her relationship with you, she wants to make it special than any of your exes. And because you know, like, who wouldn't? They're somewhat indirectly asking, so how is your relationship with her? I mean, why'd you guys break up? But Tong and me, you know, like, one thing that Tong and I make a really good couple is that our sense of humor is very, very similar. And that's what I like about our relationship too. But let's say that I asked, like, you know, like a year ago, I would ask Tong, hey Tong, like, why'd you break up with her? Like, why did you guys work out? And I want him to say, oh, it's because honestly, I don't think we were meant for each other. You know, like you know how you and me always laugh together and joke around. She didn't get that. She didn't get my humor, but you do. You know, something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, how you want to incorporate your current girlfriend so that, I don't know, like, you just want to incorporate her in a very positive way, and that's the only way you could talk about your exes without getting them mad. And then he would be like, she always yell at me for being good, you know, always goofy and always goofing around. She hated that. She didn't joke around with me anymore. So yeah, I don't think we clicked that way. You know, this is what kind of person I am, but I feel like you understand me. That's the perfect answer. And then that will encourage the girl to be more like, you know, be silly with you and more try to understand you more, because the girl's gonna think, wow, he thinks I'm very understanding. Okay, I gotta, like, act that way now. Like, I gotta make sure I'm more understanding, you know? Like, whatever relationship you're in, you have to be encouraging. I don't know if I answered the question very right, but in conclusion, the girls ask because they want to feel special and they want to be more assured that your relationship with her is stronger and better than any of exes. And so why do girls ask the guy how many girls you slept with? I exactly don't know. Preferably, I don't really know the exact number. Like, I think I want to know this guy has an experience or no experience at all. That's all I want to know, actually. You know, I don't want to know more. So if you're a girl and if you're watching this, which is like 99% of you guys, why do you guys ask your boyfriend or any guy in general, why do you guys ask them, hey, how many girls did you sleep with? That's something I would ask my girlfriends. Like, so how much did you fuck around, huh? Like something like that. But to a guy, I don't think I would ask like, so how many girls did you like bang? You know, so that's something I would say or ask. Cause I'd rather not know. Because here's an example why I don't ask. This guy that I had a fling with, I knew he was very experienced. I could tell by the way he talks. I slept with him. I can tell that he is very experienced. But I didn't really want to know exactly. But like part of me I was curious, part of me, like kind of like, that curious part of me is like kind of had a hope that he didn't sleep around that much. But part of me, I was afraid that he did. So like I think one day we grabbed a dinner or something where it was late at night and we're just walking back, and I shouldn't have asked this question, but I did. I asked him, what was the craziest sex you did, or like craziest place that you had sex? And one of them that I could remember was on top of the car in the public, like top of the car. Not even inside, on top of the car, outside. It wasn't even a parking garage or anything. It was outdoor parking lot. He's like, yeah, it was late at night. Nobody was there, so we like had sex on top of the car. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That I don't know. And I was kind of really, in a way, disgusted. I mean, I liked him. I was interested in him. But when I heard that, I'm like, holy shit! Like, am I gonna end up being on top of a truck or something? No, but I mean, that was just too much for me. And it's because, here's another thing. If a guy, because for me, like when I found out that he just, been everywhere in everyone's pants, I didn't feel special. I felt like, man, I'm just one of those girls then, huh? And I don't know, it's just like, you don't feel special. Maybe that's what girls ask. Because like, oh, what if like I'm the 20th person that she slept with? You don't feel special. I mean, if you're the last person he sleeps with, that's a little different. But usually, you're not. And they would just be like, yeah, like, when you just, when you find out, you don't feel as special, so. And I feel like, I'm not saying this for everyone, so don't hate me for it, but I feel like the reason why some of the girls save their virginity is different from why guys want to take the virginity. Like girls want to save, many of the girls want to save their virginity. Usually when girls save their virginity, it's because they want to save it for someone special or after marriage, something like that. Guys want girls' virginity because, you know why. So, I'm not saying this for everyone, but I think that's many of the people feel that way. I know I'm gonna see comments, people saying, I don't think Keemi really enjoyed her meal. I don't think I did either. It was okay. I mean, I know that some people will like it more than I liked it. And I told you I just wanted to share this recipe with you guys. It's not a bad recipe. It it might not be for, I don't know, for me. Like, I think first of all, I've put too much sauce in here. And for rice cakes, I prefer it to be like spicy rice cakes. But this is a very good alternative, but I can't have too much of it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not able to eat well. I don't know what is up with my stomach today, but this is all I can consume. I'm sorry guys. I know I usually try to finish my meals, but I really can't today. But I'm so sorry. But Well, definitely add the vegetables because I think the vegetables rock. And maybe I would try to use a thinner cut, maybe. Like the ones for shabu shabu or something like that. And I wouldn't add as much sauce. That's all I would say. That's something that's actually all I would change to this recipe. So I'm going to end the video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this short, quick video. Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that quick, but I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Definitely try it out if you guys like rice cakes. And if you guys can't eat a lot of spicy food, definitely something to try out. If you want to know how to make the sauce, look at the description box. And this week I'm also doing the wooden spoon giveaway too, so continue watching my soy sauce series, and by the third video let me know which one was your favorite. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know what kind of experiences you had with braces. Also, why you guys ask a guy how many girls they slept with or talk about past relationship. I would like to know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for updates, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.